Saturn is the jewel of our solar system, majestic, golden, and crowned with rings. Neptune is the beast, a chaotic world of supersonic winds and dark storms. But between them lies something else. A world that looks deceptively calm, a pale, featureless blue marble floating in the eternal void. It has no raging storms visible to the naked eye. It has no golden glow. It is silent. It is cold. And it is arguably the most terrifying place in our cosmic neighborhood. This is Uranus. To the casual observer, it looks boring, but ask any astronomer and they will tell you the truth. This planet is wrong. Everything about it is broken. It doesn't spin like the other planets. It rolls. It drags its magnetic field behind it like a broken limb. It is a world that suggests a violent, bloody history, a planetary crime scene that has been frozen in time for 4 billion years. If you look at the solar system from above, almost every planet spins like a spinning top. They all stand upright, more or less, but not Uranus. Uranus is tilted at an angle of 98 degrees. It is lying on its side. It rolls around the sun like a ball. How does a planet end up like this? Physics demands order. Gravity demands alignment. The only explanation for this anomaly is violence, catastrophic violence. Billions of years ago, when the solar system was young and chaotic, Uranus was likely a normal, upright planet, until something found it. A protoplanet, perhaps twice the size of Earth, slammed into it with the force of 1 billion nuclear arsenals. The impact was so devastating that it didn't just crack the crust, it knocked the entire planet over. And the consequences of this murder are terrifying. Because of this extreme tilt, the seasons on Uranus are the stuff of nightmares. On Earth, our seasons change every few months. We complain about a long winter. On Uranus, a single year lasts 84 Earth years. Because the planet is rolling on its side, its poles point directly at the Sun for half of its orbit. This means that if you were standing on the North Pole of Uranus, you would experience 42 years of constant, unblinking sunlight. No sunset, no relief, just the cold sun staring at you for 4 decades. But the other side, the South Pole, it is plunged into 42 years of absolute pitch-black darkness, a winter that lasts a lifetime. Imagine being born on the dark side of Uranus. You would live your entire life, grow old, and die without ever seeing the sun. You would only know the stars and the freezing cold of deep space. This extreme cycle creates atmospheric behaviors that we are only just beginning to understand. When Voyager 2 flew past Uranus in 1986, it sent back images of a smooth, featureless billiard ball. It looked dead. But we were wrong. We were looking with human eyes. When we look with infrared, the dead planet comes alive with horrors. Uranus is an ice giant, but ice is a misleading term. It's not a solid block of ice like a glacier. It is a swirling fluid mix of water, methane, and ammonia. Deep beneath the clouds, the pressure is so intense that the molecules themselves are crushed. Just like on his brother Neptune, scientists believe that deep inside Uranus, it rains diamonds. Millions of carats of diamonds falling slowly into a dark liquid ocean that no human will ever see. But unlike Neptune, which radiates heat, Uranus is strangely cold. It is the coldest planetary atmosphere in the solar system, dropping to -224 degrees Celsius. It gives off almost no internal heat. Why? Where did its heat go? Some theories suggest the massive collision that knocked it over also expelled all its internal heat into space, leaving behind a frozen zombie core. And then there's the snow. The upper atmosphere is rich in hydrogen sulfide. If you could take a breath on Uranus before the pressure crushed you and the cold froze you instantly, you would smell the overwhelming stench of rotten eggs. It is a toxic, freezing, foul-smelling hellscape disguised as a beautiful blue marble. Saturn has its glorious rings, Jupiter has its Galilean moons, Uranus has a collection of broken things. Its rings are not bright and reflective like Saturn's. They are dark as charcoal. They are made of dust and large boulders that reflect almost no light, like a stealth system hiding in the dark. But the true horror lies in its moons. Uranus has 27 known moons, named not after gods, but characters from the works of William Shakespeare and Alexander Pope: Titania, Oberon, Puck. And the strangest of them all is Miranda. Miranda looks like a Frankenstein monster. It looks like it was smashed apart by a hammer and then clumsily glued back together. Huge canyons cross its surface. Mismatched terrains clash against each other. There is a theory that Miranda was shattered by a collision, and its own gravity pulled the pieces back together in a jungled mess. On this broken moon lies the tallest cliff in the entire solar system, Verona Rupes. Imagine a cliff face that is 20 kilometers high. That is more than double the height of Mount Everest. If you were to jump off the top of Verona Rupes, considering the low gravity of Miranda, you wouldn't just fall, you would float. It would take you about 12 minutes to hit the bottom. You would have 12 minutes to regret your decision, falling silently through the void, watching the pale blue face of Uranus staring back at you. But even the survival of these moons is not guaranteed. Calculations suggest that the moons of Uranus are on a collision course. Millions of years from now, Cupid and Belinda will crash into each other. Uranus is a system of chaos, slowly eating itself. We have only visited Uranus once. In January 1986, Voyager 2 raced past the planet. It had only a few hours to take photos before it was flung further into the dark, towards Neptune, and eventually interstellar space. Since then, no probe has returned. We have sent orbiters to Jupiter and Saturn. We have sent rovers to Mars, but Uranus remains alone, rolling through the dark in its strange sideways orbit. NASA and other space agencies are drafting plans for a Uranus orbiter and probe mission. They want to drop a probe into that cyan atmosphere to taste the clouds and measure the magnetic chaos. But until that happens, likely in the 2040s, Uranus will keep its secrets. It reminds us that the universe is not always orderly. It is violent, it is unpredictable, and sometimes it leaves behind scars that last for eternity. A beautiful, pale blue corpse drifting in the dark.